Hello everyone, I'm Maddens, and as you read the title, we are going to talk about a couple of good tricks that you can use in your music production that can help your music. I don't wanna drag this video too long, let's just start with the first trick, and that trick is adding warp effect, or sort of making the sound feel more older and retro. As you can see, here we have a piano, here we have a very simple melody that sounds like this. I've assigned it to a track on mixer, and in the mixer we are going to open Fruity Delay 3. We are going to take down the time knob, take down the level knob, then we are going to play with this modulation section. So right now it sounds like this, and when I pull up the time it's gonna sound like this. Well, I think that's a bit too much. I'm gonna put it on 40%. And with the wet knob, you can set how loud do you want this effect to be. So before, after. With this next trick, you can add movement to your melodies or chord progressions or anything if it sounds too stationary and it sounds too repetitive. So for example, we have a piano here, and without any effects, it sounds like this. It's not really boring, but it's just not very exciting, if you know what I mean. So you can assign it to a track in the mixer. This is the effect. I'm gonna open a new plugin and show it to you from the scratch. We're gonna add RC20 retro color. You know, all of these settings are good, but what we are going to use is this digital effect. You know what some people neglect is this flux knob. So you know, let's hear it with this. That's cool, but that's still not very exciting. What we can do is to turn up the flux knob. So as you can see, it adds movement to the distortion. Obviously that's too much. I wanted to exaggerate it. I usually put it on 25%. I turn up the smooth to make it less harsh and turn down the mix knob. So with the mix knob all the way up, but I'm gonna pull it down to 15%. So in this trick, we're gonna see how we can use reverb and make the sound feel bigger and feel like it's surrounding us. As you can see, we have a violin here without any effects. It sounds like this. So what we are going to do now is that we're gonna go here, assign it to a track in the mixer. Here, we don't need any effects or anything like that. What we are going to do on the other hand is that we are going to link this track to a separated track by clicking this button. We're gonna do everything on this new track. First of all, we are going to add a reverb. Pay attention that the dry knob should be all the way down and the wet knob should be all the way up, 100%. And what is very important is this delay section. I usually turn down the tempo so it's synchronized with the tempo, and turn up the delay to probably 2. These things usually can vary depending on the instrument that we are using, but right now it works very good with violin like this. And then what we are going to do is that we're gonna put an EQ, cut the low end because we don't want any rumbly noise. Then we are going to add something like a chorus. It can be a phaser, it depends on the instrument that we are using. And so far it sounds like this. We can push this effect one step further with adding an imager. Everything below 200 Hz, 250 Hz, I don't want them to be wide. I want them to be near mono. Everything above 9K, above 10K, I want them to be more narrow. And this is the section in the frequencies that we can widen up and really have a good sound. So without the effect, with the effects. Okay, this trick is actually one of the best things that I know that can help you achieve knocking, banging drums, especially in boom bap and trap beats. So here's the section of the beat that we are gonna work with. It has piano, drums, and violin. Without any effects, it sounds like this. What is really important here is that we can go to the master track and we gotta have headroom. So we have about 4 or 5 dB before we hit the 0 dB, which causes digital distortion. The next we're gonna go to the drums, assign everything to the mixer track like I've done it already. Go there. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to unlink every drum element from the master track like this, not the 808, just the drums. A snare like this, clap like this, hi-hat like this, and percussion like this. And then we are going to choose another track, rename it to drum bass, and then link everything to that. Now this only contains the drums, so listen. If I mute this, the drums won't play. And now we are going to add saturation to our drum bass. You can use almost every saturation plugin that you like. I really like Decapitator from Soundtoys, so I'm going to open that. I'm gonna pull up the drive knob to just above 2 dB, and then we are going to pull it down. We just want it to be exaggerated right now so we can hear the difference, and then we are going to set it on what we wanted. So before Decapitator, after Decapitator. Okay, so as the last trick, we're gonna see how we can use a couple of stock plugins in FL Studio to come up with an unique intro or outro for our beat. So what we are going to do now, we are going to select for like the 8 bars of the intro, hit Ctrl plus Alt plus C, make sure that the enable master effects is off and it's on cut remainder, hit start, wait for it to render it. Okay, so what do we have here is the sounds all together. Now we can go here, assign this to a new effect channel, maybe like 11, I don't know. The plugin that we are gonna use is something you're probably familiar with, and it's growth speed. We're gonna go to growth speed. First of all, I do wanna add halftime, so you can go to momentary and halftime, half a speed. It's gonna make it sound like this. I'm gonna add another growth speed and start looking up these basic presets and see which one do I like the most. I think this one sounds really good. We are going to add another growth speed. With this one I wanna add the tape stop effect. I think it's this one. It sounds like this, but I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to make it look like this. Listen to it. And now I'm going to make an automation and turn it off all the way and just turn it up for the last bar. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. We are currently on 52 subscribers. Probably there will be a very special video for the 100 subscribers. So please make sure to subscribe and make that happen. Obviously, you can get creative with all of these effects and techniques and add your own kind of signature to it. I hope to see you in the future videos. Bye for now.